Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Citizen Live at 1. I am Terry Ann Chebet. Now, a post-mortem on the late Homa Bay Senator Otieno Kajang is currently going on at the Lee Funeral Home in Nairobi. The government pathologist arrived at the Lee Funeral Home early this morning to conduct tests to determine the exact cause of his death. More messages for the family of the late Kajang continue to flow, with friends flocking the family's home both in Nairobi and in Homa Bay County.
Though preliminary investigations indicated that the 55-year-old politician could have succumbed to a cardiac arrest at the Mater Hospital in Nairobi Tuesday night. The Ministry of Health officials, together with the government pathologist, arrived at the Lee Funeral Home to conduct tests on the late Otieno Kajang's body to establish the exact cause of his death. A section of court leaders had alluded to the possibility of foul play, demanding thorough investigations to allay the fears. Kajang was taken to hospital after he complained of chest pains. The family continues to receive condolences from friends and fellow politicians. President Uhuru Kenyatta is among those expected to visit the family home in Nairobi to give his condolences. Kajang's father, Ajwang Nyakwamba, is still receiving treatment at the Aga Khan Hospital in Kisumu after he collapsed on learning of his son's death. Esther Kahumbi, Citizen Live at 1.
A 30-year-old man has been arrested after he was found cohabiting with a minor. A group of women stormed the suspect's house in Langalanga in Nakuru County and found the suspect allegedly in bed with a 15-year-old girl, a secondary school student who has been missing for 1 week.
He's a man under siege. A suspect said to have allegedly been cohabiting with a minor for 1 week now. The 37-year-old man from Langalanga, Nakuru County, is said to have been found in a compromising situation with the minor after her mother requested neighbors to embark on a search mission.
Tuliingia kwa nyumba, tumewapata kwa kitanda. Msichana akatoka akaingia kwa rungu ya kitanda. Ndio akaambiwa na mama yake, wacha kunjificha, amkuja utuambie mahali ulikuwa. Msichana akasimama kwa curtain. Kijana alikuwa amelala. Ndio akapigwa aamuke. Kupigwa ndio akaamuka, akaleta fuya, akamwambia utaniletea.
According to the area chief Gerald Nganga, the suspect claimed to be the girl's mother's lover instead, and added that the minor went to his home to seek refuge after she was beaten by the mother.
Amepotea kwa wiki moja. Tumempata kwa kijana mwingine ako na miaka 37.
Kumekuwa na visa vingi ambao watoto wanaolewa, na kama serikali tuko hapa ku protect the interest of the children. The Children Act 2001 imesema mtoto hana consent ya kuolewa ama kukaa na mwanaume. Mtoto lazima asome na pale pa mtoto ni kusoma.
The suspect was arrested and taken to Nakuru Central Police Station for further interrogation. Judy Kuzgei, Citizen at 1.
First Lady Margaret Kenyatta has expressed concern about the high prevalence of HIV and AIDS in Siaya County. Mrs. Kenyatta said it was worrying that by the end of last year, there were over 12,000 people living with HIV in Siaya County, with 12% of them being children. Fiona Kenga has the details.
The First Lady spoke on the issue during the official handover ceremony of the 12th fully kitted Beyond Zero mobile clinic to the county government of Siaya. She called for increased HIV testing in the county to help detect infections early enough and to counsel and treat the infected, as well as reduce the risk of infection for those who test negative.
Kenya recorded 6,632 deaths. Most of these maternal deaths are due to causes directly related to pregnancy and childbirth.
The First Lady also presided over the official commissioning of the Hewa Tele oxygen plant at the Siaya Referral Hospital that was built through the assistance of General Electric Foundation, the Center of Public Health and Development and Assist International. Mrs. Kenyatta says the campaign against maternal and infant mortality in Siaya County will be boosted by the donation of the mobile clinic.
There are still isolated complaints raised concerning the attitude of healthcare professionals towards patients, and especially in maternity wards. Women have complained of harassment and ill treatment, and this has led to negative perception of our health facilities. I hereby direct the CEC Health Services to bring this vice to an immediate stop.
According to recent statistics released by international organizations, one of the top 6 causes of increased child mortality is lack of oxygen at the point of need.
It is done.
The private sector has in recent years played a more active role in supporting the provision of public health services, despite that role being the responsibility of the central and county governments. Rasanga, however, regretted the negligence and bad attitude displayed by some medical staff who have been accused of mishandling mothers in the maternity wings, forcing some women to opt for home delivery. Fiona Kenga, Citizen Live at 1.
Terror suspects who surrendered to the police in Mombasa this week have today been arraigned in court in the coastal city. The 4 surrendered after their names and pictures were published as part of a list of 7 most wanted suspects released by the police. 29-year-old Swale Ramadhan and 24-year-old Abdul Karim Mzee surrendered yesterday, just 2 days after Farah Abdi Farah and Kayuni Khatib, both from Majengo, were handed over to the police by their family members who were accompanied by local human rights activists. According to the police, the suspects allegedly went to Somalia and trained before returning home to allegedly organize terror attacks in the country. Vihiga Governor Moses Akaranga has accused the Controller of Budget, Agnes Odhiambo, of frustrating development initiatives in the county by holding on to the county allocation despite meeting all the requirements. The Controller of Budget had held on to the county's allocation following concerns that the County Assembly had surpassed their budget by 300 million shillings. But Akaranga says the Assembly's budget has since been reviewed downwards. Now, Akaranga, speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony of Kaimosi Teachers Training College, termed the delay in disbursement of the funds as sabotage and called on the budget controller to release the funds.
Literally, that affects the operation of the county government. But good news here is that the MCS have accepted that we do it. It's only one person, and we have agreed we have to deal with that person.
Citizen Live at 1 takes a short break now. We will be back with more after the break, including a look at the business as well as a sports scene.